Good morning, Monday morning. It is Monday, May 2nd, which makes it Sunday, July 31st. You know how precarious that is? Like you hear, they're like, oh, it's still not August yet. That'll be tomorrow, by the way.
That's tomorrow.
Send with love.
I just spoke with Kelly in the kitchen, and
Yep.
she's like, "So it's May 2nd, which means May's basically done. It's over. Just it's already gone." You're like,
1,000%. So we sent out,
Where we're at.
you guys will always notice, we sent out a couple call multipliers yesterday. When I say call multipliers, it's that text that I throw my name on, but it's not from my phone, said with love. So when you do reply, I will eventually get back into the portal at Call Multiplier and see your comments. Most of them are loving, but some of them are like, some of them are like, stop.
It does, by the way, come back to a person. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just remember that we're all just people here.
I am not a bot, damn it. So I will eventually get back into the call multiply. But yes, over the weekend I sent out a couple. On Saturday I sent out the reminder for 9 o'clock today, 9 o'clock all month, 9 to 11 all month long. There's going to be a couple of hiccups in the schedule. Red Day next Thursday.
Golf on Wednesday.
Well, golf on Wednesday, but it's going to snow, so we're not really sure.
What?
No, it's not going to snow. But no, the chance. This is where I need to back up and do my green screen and be like, over here in Des Moines, we are supposed to get bring your galoshes. It's gonna be rainy. It's gonna be rainy. So I think what they're probably gonna do is I trust we're pushing forward. Just talk to somebody who is pretty closely connected, Nathan, and I think we're pushing forward. And don't forget, there's a lovely bar. And there's still items to get and all that stuff. And I don't know where we stand with golf.
The raffle items are awesome.
Yeah, they did a really good job. So KWCLM Classic is set for South Berwick on Wednesday, and bring your rain gear and money for the bar. Anyway, so 9 to 11 all month long. Please understand, if you want to join us in Portsmouth, I have set up the television studio in Portsmouth, so it's all set to go in there. And if you're going to join us on the Zooms, that's fine too. We're just going to keep it in the Zoom room. We are not going to broadcast this over to Facebook. This is going to happen, then disappear. So you're either with us from your couch with your cat, hi Fuzzy, or you're joining us from the classroom. And when we're done today, we'll be done today. Now, you can go back into the LMS and you can see other iterations of Zoom. This is brand new content. Gary, throughout 3, throughout 4, throughout 5, Zoe. We are on version 6.0. I don't know what the hell that means. Bring a helmet and some eye black and join us at 9 o'clock. We'll be Zooming. You can go to timsoffice.com for that. Yep. Or you can join us in Portsmouth. And there's that. So I also sent out, I'm making my point, I also sent out another text yesterday. Historically, I send out a text 24 hours before your mastermind on Monday. So if you're a proven capper, which means you've capped and you like money, so you keep capping, I'll be joining them today at 11 o'clock. And the text I sent out is, we have 5 months left. 5 months left. Because today, today makes it August 1st.
We have 5 months
so
left.
You really only have until October 1st to tee up your closed production.
Yep. To get
Once
all
we get
those
to October
contracts.
1st, now we're in a new 90-day window. Anything after the 1st of October is
2023.
quite possibly going to close next year, 2023. So I figured I'd make our proven cappers throw up a little bit in their mouth, and I did that and shot that text out. But that's just a friendly reminder. It is May 2nd. It is the birthing day for one Kaylee Brackett. She had little Waylon 2 years ago today, which is pretty cool.
Happy birthday.
So if you want to send Kaylee a text that says Happy Mom Day. But here's the thing. She's busy because her and Tristan are telling Gary what our math was today, tomorrow, and then, of course, on Wednesday. So for the next 3 days, they will be under lock and key transmitting. It's a word now. Transmitting to Texas to tell Gary what we did.
So your friendly reminder.
Yeah.
If you don't get an email or a call or
by the way, not a sponsor yet, but holy mother of Christmas. I don't like seltzer, but Spindrift, it's my jam.
So good.
Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm all distracted now because lines.
It's so good.
And
it's
pretty
so
much
good.
I want to be back. Yeah, with all the lines.
Oh yeah. You got to tell us about chicken cation. Go ahead. Keep going.
So great. So if you don't get immediate support from the MCA office, it is because they are supporting you by sending numbers back.
Yeah.
If you call them, you will get Helen. Helen will route you to the most immediate or the fastest way for the next 3 days to get your question answered.
Yep.
We don't do this to annoy you. We don't do this to hold things up for you. We do this because transmittal is a big, serious deal for
Yep.
all of us.
Sure.
And we have never once been late. And if we do, I heard the fine. It
Yeah.
is many tens of thousands of dollars
Well, let me say this concerning that.
for the whole market center.
The beauty of the fine that Uncle Gary put in place is nobody wants to write that check. And no one in the history of profit share, and that's why transmittal is so important, nobody in the history of profit share has ever missed transmittal.
Yeah.
Everyone has to open their collective kimono at the same time and tell Gary what they did. So if we're not sharing, there's the visual you needed.
Ugh.
You needed that
So
on
many
Monday.
things happened
Yes.
this morning.
Yes.
This is nope.
So also celebrating that Zoe went away to Florida in April and came back. It's a big deal.
Guys,
Connect the dots if you know what I'm talking about. It's a big deal. So I love that. Did you see any vacation chickens? And secondarily, did you bring me a vacation chicken?
I saw no live vacation chickens.
Where
but
were you?
I did bring you a vacation chicken. Hold on.
Oh, what's happening?
I brought you two, actually. They're different versions, different species.
I love all of this.
Octavia chose, because I gave her the choice. This one is coming to your office.
Tell me that's a pen. Tell me it's a pen.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
On a stand.
I will do serious work with that. That's amazeballs, by the way.
Yep.
Thank
Amazing.
you. Excellent.
So that's just going to stand right.
Okay.
Oh, can I get it in frame? I don't know. There we go.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Yes.
That's one. And two is this little guy right here.
I can't believe I'm
What
about to
is
say.
this
As
for?
I point to my pink polo, that might be too fabulous for me. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. That might be a scotch over the line. Although we'll look into it.
Well, Tim, riddle me this.
Yeah. Okay.
As we are standing outside your office on Pi Day, what should this be for?
Oh my God, that's perfect. Yeah. So if you don't know, I spent $350 to get back into my office on Pi Day because we all have codes on our doors, and the one on my door, I had deployed it just enough that she wasn't open and she wasn't locked. She was halfway in between. She was ambiguous. She was like, meh. I'm sort of locked. I'm sort of not open, and you ain't getting in. So we had to get this guy, thank God, from New England Lock and Key. I don't know, expensive.com. He comes in with this thing that you can only get on the Amazons if you can answer all these questions about, like, what does a Nissan Sentra key from 1978 look like? You have to answer certain keys that prove you're a locksmith to get one of these sent to you.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's
Yeah, so he had this thing, and it's a big U, and you slide under the door, and it just pulls the latch and opens it. He was here for about 13 seconds, and I stroked the check for about $300, which I personally stroked. It's my door lock that I purchased, and I locked myself out. That was not company dollar. That was stupidity dollar that I didn't. Hi, Janina. That I didn't tell my wife about. If she was like, you locked yourself out of your office and spent my hard-earned money to get yourself back in, which I really, yeah. Yes, maybe. Yes, we will put. Here's the problem, though. I don't know where the key to that lock is.
It's because I have it.
Do you 1,000% have it?
Uh-huh.
Do you really? For this door? Okay. Amazing. Is that on the key?
Good. It's going to go on here forevermore.
Yeah.
So now the whole company knows
Yes.
how to get into your
That's the
office.
one at Tim's office. Yeah. Now you got to hide it in your office. Okay. Well, there it is. So
anyway, I came back. It was great. There were all the palm trees and many pelicans, and it was awesome.
it worked for a couple of days.
Oh my gosh. I did injure my foot, however, trying to get myself out of a possible riptide.
Oh my God.
It was really scary. I don't like screwing around with riptides, so it's fine.
Yaya Litzios was running down the beach and you fell?
No, I was in the water, in the ocean.
Oh, okay. All right.
Being pulled out to sea. And I was like, no.
And he decided to bring you back. He's like, I'll grab her. I'll keep her. I'll keep her.
He's so kind.
What a nice guy. What a nice guy. So Ignite starts at 9 o'clock. That runs all month long. There are going to be a few changes. We will keep you abreast of the situation as we move forward. But I can tell you for this week, we are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe an off day. Thursday, we will not be in Portsmouth. Thursday, it's from the comfort of your couch because I will actually be doing class from York. So as we travel on Thursdays, I will not be in Wells this Thursday. I will be in York doing class and then, of course, doing Mastermind in York with our Southern Maine people. And then on Friday at 11 o'clock, we're doing, and Zoe's just finding out about this now. We always do something in
Hey.
KWU. We're doing 6 personal perspectives Friday at 11. So that's our schedule for the week. So outside of a couple of blips on the radar, we're probably going to end up, because there are 20 sessions of the New Ignite, we're probably going to end up wrapping up in early June. But that will always be 9 o'clock. It will always be timsoffice.com for that. And we will make sure the link is in the news for you guys, so you can just click and go, and we'll see you there at 9 o'clock. Now, what we did in the month of April was we wanted to talk about breaking the damn market, right? And spring break the damn market, because Nate kept talking about how there's a log jam and we need more listings, not more inventory. We have a ton of inventory. We need to make those things listings. So we're moving into May. With May You Pay It Forward. We're talking about gratitude. We're talking about doing something nice for somebody that you haven't met, that you don't know. And, you know, the easy one that a lot of people do is pay for the coffee in the car behind you. Probably the best thing to do if you're at Starbucks is check for the total first. See what they're doing behind you. Like, if you look, have you ever done this? You look back, you're like, there's 6 people in that car. This might be a bad decision.
Maybe not this one.
Yeah,
maybe,
maybe the guy in front of me. What I try to do is if I can see a plate in front of me that's a veteran, and while I'm ordering, I'll say, can you throw the veteran white truck on my card when I get there? And that's usually what I do. And then historically, they'll be like, she felt bad because it's her husband's car. I'm like, I don't care. She's still served. There's service and sacrifice, and the family always sacrifices. You know.
What did you say, Cheryl? She still has a Purple Heart on her car from your dad?
Oh, what, my mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did this whole thing where my mom got some letter to the house, and it was to my dad because it was connected to her plate. So she has the easy pass. The easy pass in my mom's car in Massachusetts. We're way off track. Welcome to May. Is tied to my account, because way back when she used to drive up to take care of the kids before my in-laws got here. The good old days before my in-laws got here. The battery in that thing died, because they just do, and you can't replace them. You can't pop it open and replace them, so you bring them back. So she's like, Timothy, I got a letter, and they're talking about I'm blowing tolls. And I'm like, well, the battery in your thing is probably dead. And they're not going to send it to me, because when that's dead, they don't know it's there. So they shoot the plate, and they start to send mail back to you. So it was a letter to my dad, because the plate's in my dad's name, because he wanted Purple Heart plates on any vehicle he might be in while he was alive, right? So, yeah. So she's like, it's addressed to your father. I was so confused. I'm like, don't worry about it, Cheryl. Like, pay the bill, and I'll get you a new transponder. So that was the big deal. But yeah, so you never know. Like, every car connected to a veteran in their household might have plates on it that are veteran, but that person still deserves coffee, because I trust they probably dealt with sometime while somebody was overseas doing something that they were alone. So service and sacrifice, same old. Speaking of that, for the month of May, we also want to focus on the fact that Red Day is next Thursday. If you haven't yet made plans for next Thursday, and you haven't, now you have plans. So join us for Red Day. All the details are online. We're still looking for volunteers. We want as many people as possible. Now, there's 740 of us, Zoe. On average, and I want to be wrong, so I'm going to say this out loud. On average, we see 100-ish, and I mean 100 north. We see about what is that? Carry the 4, about 18%, maybe 15% of our agents will show up for Red Day. And I appreciate that it might be in a part of our footprint that's not close to you. Take the day off. Join us. It's in Portsmouth. It is at the Portsmouth campus, community campus, and it serves a whole bunch of different fellowships within the community. We're doing this big, long, I saw pictures, which is interesting, this big, long walking trail. I was picturing roots and rocks. It's paved. Oh. Was that the trail that they were talking about? Or maybe there's another trail. There was a sidewalk that I saw.
I haven't seen this, because I am picturing
Sally
the roots
Stew.
and the rocks and like bushwhacking and, you know.
Yeah, I might bring a golf cart. It looks like it's golf cart drivable.
Wow,
probably
that's
not.
awesome.
There was a path that Melissa Lesniak and Sally Stew were on that looks paved. I don't know if that's leading to the path, but we're going to be clearing back the shrubbery for about a mile-long path. And then above and beyond that, obviously rakes and all that stuff, cleaning stuff up. And then there's the Zen garden. There's some other ancillary jobs, too, if you don't want to be outdoors. I know there's some other side work they're putting together. So please join us for that. It's next Thursday. I believe they want us over there for 9. Work starts at 9:30?
Correct.
Apparently?
Yep. Doors open at 9. Work starts at 9:30.
Doors at 9. People are going to be tailgating outside. Yeah.
Doors open at 9. Bring your thermos.
Yep.
And then there's lunch also. So I believe that's sort of I'm not gonna say because Babs is gonna call me and be like, "You said it wrong." So I'm not gonna say what time lunch is.
No, but I can tell you this, and I'm not going to say
email.
where it's coming from, but I
there
heard
is
a
lunch.
rumor of where lunch is coming from,
Ooh, I didn't even hear that. Okay.
which is way different than it's ever been before. And yeah, not to admonish years past where there's been, flat cheesy bread with sauce and cheese. But yeah, they've upped their game.
Ooh,
They've upped their
very
game.
good.
So whoever's
love
sponsoring
Wednesday
lunch, which I feel like is a combination of Nathan W. Dickey and maybe Brad. So I'll give Brad a little love. Maybe Brad's. I trust a lot of our sponsors are involved. The team did a good job. It's when you hear where lunch is coming from. If the rumors are true, wow. Now I'm going to be wrong. It's going to be Chuck E. Cheese. But anyway, just stick with us. It's not about the food. It's about doing good work and being together with each other.
Work.
Yeah,
and we also feed you. That's all.
Yeah, we haven't done Red Day in 35 years. So join us for Red Day. It'll be really cool. Yep. That's next week. So outside of that, the schedule's going to be 9 to 11 for Ignite, outside of a couple days off. And, of course, towards the end of the month, we'll have Memorial Day off as well. And then that first week of June, you escape again.
Yes.
Memorial Day week, you escape. You're back on assignment. Yeah.
I'm back on assignment. That's
Love
right.
that.
Yeah.
Amazing. So we focused on shift in the month of April to the best of our ability because we get sidetracked talking about my mother's transponder for Easy Pass and stuff like that. But what we want to focus on, and we're going to keep cycling through the books because there's no reason not to, because it's like, well, we already talked about that book. Did we talk about it enough? That's the question. So we're gonna talk about this during Ignite, obviously, when you join us for Ignite. But above and beyond that, we want to get back into the Red Book for the month of May. I was going to go with MREA, The Force Be With You, and everybody was like, no, you should go back to your room and think of something better than that. So we went with May You Pay It Forward. But there's all the models in here, and I'm not talking about Katie and Svetlana, not those models, guys. Even though I got every guy's attention now, like, oh, we're going to talk about the models. No, the other models that we want to follow, not on Instagram. The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, the MREA models, we're talking about the economic model, the budget model, the organizational model, and your favorite. And ironically, when we teach this class, as we get closer to the fourth quarter, we teach lead gen right before lunch. So I ruin your appetite, then we feed you, and then we get back into the budget model after that. So economic model, the lead gen model, the budget model, and then, of course, the organizational model. We're going to keep talking about these all month long, and we're going to dive into this book here and there throughout the month. So if you don't have a copy of this yet, you should go. And it's Monday. I should all over them, but I'm going to tell you where you can go to grab the books. I would go. Good morning, Gary. You look great. I would go to Amazon. Now, if you want the leadership versions that have the spirals that open up flat on your desk, which is Amazeballs, if you want the leadership version, by all means, go to Keller Inc. Go to Keller Inc. That's where you're going to grab those.
I don't know if people know this. Like new ones are tabbed with the topics. It's great.
Yeah, so for MREI, MREA, and Shift, I have the leadership model. They have not made a leadership model of the one thing, although I do have it tabbed out. And actually, it's funny because I've had it long enough and beat the daylights out of it enough. I don't have my desk cover anymore. It's just gone, but I have tabbed it up myself with pithy thoughts. Here's the thing. If you want to just grab it on Amazon, and this is about us being foundational, what we need to do, I think everybody's lost their mind. Everybody thinks that real estate's something that it's not. We need to get back to basics. What do adults not love to hear? Back to basics. It sounds too foundational. Welcome. We have to get foundational.
For that.
Yeah, we have to get back to basics.
I'm creative for that. I've got a better way.
Yeah, oh yeah. I've watched these people come in, sit down, rent a desk, try to convince me. And is Gary perfect? No, that's why he surrounded himself with millions of people. Gary's not perfect, but we have a pretty good model that's working pretty well. We joked about this morning before we came on. A lot of things we're doing right now are in beta. You'll hear labs. They're words we're never going to stop using. Gary's never going to get on an aircraft carrier with mission accomplished behind him and be like, nailed it. We are lighting ourselves on fire every day to build a better environment for you guys to succeed. And if you're thinking about Ignite and you're like, 8 minutes, should I jump at Ignite? It's a new version of Ignite. And Zoe and I have seen the content. Is it going to be earth-shattering? Is the whole story changing? Are the fundamentals going to change? And let's use fundamentals instead of basics. If you don't like the B word, we'll use fundamentals. We'll use the F word. I love using F words. Call it fundamentals. These are the things that, beyond the shadow of a doubt, you may have gotten away from. said with love. You may have gotten away from some of these things. So ask yourself this question, and this is great for a Monday. What do I do on a regular basis that if today I stopped doing it, no one would notice? What do I do on a regular basis that if today I stopped doing it, no one would notice? Conversely, the other side of that is the question that Gary poses at the very front of the one thing. What is the one thing that should I do, could I do, if I do, everything else will become easier or unnecessary? What is the one thing that such by doing, everything else becomes easier or unnecessary? Go to Ignite. Join us for Red Day. Bring a rain jacket to golf on Wednesday. All these things are important. They're fundamental, right? So ask yourself, the thing that you've been doing, that if you stopped doing it today and filled that time with something more purposeful, no one would notice what you had stopped doing. Because there are things that we create busyness as opposed to productivity. And we say that all the time. And I know your friends in corporate America, like, they don't have productivity coaches. They have business coaches. So call Zoe and I whatever you want. And do we have all the answers? Nope. Do we spend all day in conversation with you guys, gathering more intel to share amongst the group? Yes. And if we're not in conversation with one of you, we're either in a classroom, 7 minutes away, 6 minutes away, teaching each other, because we're in there to learn from you guys too. And then above and beyond that, or we're on a national or a regional call, or we've flown to Round Rock, Texas, never got the donuts, damn it. Flew to Round Rock, Texas to be in the room with Gary. We are either learning from somebody above us, or teaching someone who just got to us, or we're learning from each other. If you are not fundamental in being open-minded, being learning-based, and leaning into the education here, think about why you joined us. Think about the purpose of what we're doing. We're ultimately here to educate the consumer. And if we don't know what we're talking about, we bring no value to the conversation. So we're asking you to lean in for that very reason. You are color coded today, which is like if you look at like the template that we're on right now on Ecamm.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I totally. Yeah.
You
look
like a sherbet nightmare. Keep going.
I do.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You're welcome. If you've seen the new Ignite branding,
Oh yeah,
right?
you're dressed for it.
I match that too. I'm like completely
1,000% dressed for it.
So on brand. I didn't mean to. I just, it just happens. I don't know what to say.
We are going to jump off for the month of May. We're going to try to jump off a little bit early, especially on a day like today, because I have to march down the hallway. We're going to do a sound check, make sure we're good. We have wireless mics. I have a camera shooting across the room. Will I always be on camera? I apologize, probably. And just bear with us. This is our first time doing Ignite hybrid in a setting where I'm in a classroom, but I can promise you this. In the last 28 months, I've bought all the tech. So if we don't sound good today, I have a 4K camera. I have wireless mics. If we don't sound good today, I promise we'll sound better tomorrow. Not perfect, but better tomorrow. So join us. It's timsoffice.com. We'll see you in and around the Market Center. If you need Babs for all of your marketing greatness, you're going to timewithbabs.com. If you look at the banner at the top of Facebook every month as it rolls, created by her. If you need some help because you're like, my marketing sucks, welcome. Most of us don't do a great job with our marketing. We might come up with pithy statements, but we can't make it look nice. Right? So lean into her. It's timewithbabs.com. If you're looking for her full suite, it is KWCLMmarketing.com. And if you need my face, it's meetwithcoach.com. Questions, comments, concerns, 603-834-2856. We never give out Zoe's information. People are like, why does he never say like where to find Zoe? She's hermetically sealed for the people that are onboarding into the Market Center. Are people in relationship with her? Sure. Can you see her in the morning? Sure. Will you see her in Ignite? Yes. Can you book with her if you're a Wiley veteran agent? If you're nice to her. But for the most part, she's helping people onboard into relationship with the coaching program and the Market Center as a whole. So please understand that's why I don't give out her intel. Said with love. Are we doing good? We okay? We'll see you in and around the Market Center. We'll see you in Ignite in minutes. It's timsoffice.com. Have a great day. Take care, guys. Bye.